Let's start with the interviews. I'd like to call on stage Lorenza Battigello, who is General Manager of Colister. Good morning, Lorenza. Welcome. So, I'd like to break the ice. You have been working for Colister for 2 years, right? June 2019. So these 2 years, 2019, 2020, 2021 were quite difficult. You replaced that Daniela Sacerdote. I'd like to say hello also to her if she is listening to us, since, this had a very strong impact on the company. Well, can you tell us something more about that? How did you go through all this? Right? Daniela Sacerdoti set up a brand and also managed this brand for 38 years. So the first thing I shared with my team was this idea, this respect I had for the work that had been carried out. Well, together with the team, we starting using all our assets, and we had a very ambitious goal. We wanted to make Colister, a more modern and contemporary brand, and we also wanted to reshape the present, the future in Italy, but also abroad. This was our starting point. We were very humble, we were very brave, and we also wanted to respect the roots of this brand. So together we tried to understand what we should keep and what we should improve, for example. Starting from the roots, and the leitmotif, the mantra of Colister was starting from the Colister research. I take a look at the results. So research has always been synonymous with innovation, effectiveness, and we tried to give a boost to research with a new clean research. Clean research, it was in 2019, and before 2020 and before Mintel in 2020 said that clean was mainstream, in 2019 they understood that there was a need for more skincare, so innovation and effectiveness to every extent. So we started with this new pathway, starting with new formulas, since Colister has always been a very generous and innovative brand. And we wanted to give more quality, we wanted to reshape our brand, starting with the bestsellers, with new silicons that were removed from our range of products. So we wanted to respect our planet. This is part of our policy. So we try to use our Italian products, unique products. We want to enhance the value of our products. So we started with that. So with new formulas, in a clean way and perspective. Then clean has become a point of reference for many people. And with a view to respecting our planet, we also achieved and we also took on this commitment. We started with a new concept, eco-design, and I'm going to give you some examples. So the pit-up of our creams with 37% less plastic, that is to say 9 tons less in terms of plastics that are put on the market every year. And then also all the beauty truths for makeup, so they are refillable, and 70% of plastic is recycled. So these are just some of the examples I could share with you in terms of brand positioning and respecting of roots. And I'd like to give you also an example just to make this connection between contemporary policies and also all these aspects. So this is a new product. So in a new formula, so natural formulas, recyclable materials up to 10 times. So we really renewed the product, which is a very important product for our brand. Yes, of course, this is a new product, and many people are interested in this product as well for the lymphatic drainage. And this is just to say that we also wanted to renew a historical product. What about communication? So Collister is an Italian company. Did you do something specific? Yes, we are defining in these years a new Collister communication, which will start in fall. Well, at the center we have our Italianness, so to say, and the Collister Milano in particular. So we have a very specific Italian structure, Milan, which is the city in which Collister was founded 38 years ago. And we also wanted to represent feminine Collister and beauty, well, a brand that is close to women, for Italian women, so cheerfulness, not just from the aesthetic point of view, from the appearance point of view, but also in terms of smiling, etc., etc. Then another aspect, you are part of a group, Volton is the name, with other brands, not just cosmetic products, not just this product range, but what is the role of Collister within this context, and what kind of synergies are we going to give rise to in this context? Well, thank you for this question. Well, the relaunch of Collister is something important, and the CEO Rachel Woman also gave an interview of the Bolton Group. She also answered this question: what should we capitalize on in the future? Well, policies and competence in general. This was our idea, our leitmotif. Well, we always work with that. We account for 2% of the turnover of the group, so we are very, very small. Well, yes, but you are 30% of the beating heart of the company. Yes, that's true. But Collister is not at the core of business at the Bolton Group. We, in our internationalization policy, we could make the most of the group, since Collister is present in 150 countries worldwide. Thanks to our role, we could redesign our internationalization strategy based on Bolton data, 39 companies in Middle East, for example, etc. So this is the way in which we started again. So we wanted to redesign and the brand, not through distributors, but through a direct management. In 2021, we focused on a branch in the Netherlands. So we were focused on that branch. We started with Spain and Germany, two new countries with the support of Bolton branches in different ways. As you said before, branches are also founded to distribute other products. So we are not talking about distribution as such, but we are talking about new activities. And what was the impact with the new branches? I think there is a great advantage. Yes, so you don't only have distributors, but you also have new activities that can be carried out. You are slightly different as a brand, right? Yes, of sure. This is the question. Well, luckily, we have this kind of team spirit, so teamwork. We have departments that work together and they know the territory a lot, Spain, Germany, but they also make knowledge available to the brand. We help and we also support the positioning of the brand and the territory, and they also support us in terms of knowledge of the territory. So fingers crossed, but I think that things have started properly. Let's talk about the foreign countries. How important is your international policy? Well, we are talking about 65 Italy and 85 international. And what about the inclusion into the Bolton Group? What do you think you will be in 5 years? 2025, well, we would like to change, to have a paradigm shift. Yes, and I'd like to underline this. This is strengthening Italy. Well, a brand is not credible abroad if it's not credible in the country of origin. So we are focused on perfume shops where the brand was founded and set up offline, online as a mindset. So Italy is a vital commitment for us during this period. Well, only if we are able to be credible in Italy, we will be credible and trustworthy abroad. So 2025, you do have very ambitious goals, right? Yes, you'd like to have this kind of and bring about this kind of paradigm shift. So Italy, growth in Italy, but also abroad. This is also very important. You were talking about perfume shops, right? But you are a brand with different channels, a multi-channel company and brand. And did you stick to the same strategy as before, or are you working on new changes as far as your brand and strategy is concerned? Well, we are trying to stick to our distribution area. We tried to redefine our presence. We talked about that with our distributors and partners, business partners. We are focused on the perfume shop channel. This is a must. Redefinition of other actors, for example, drug channel. This was renegotiated, and drugstore, and this is very important also for our retail channel and for perfume shops. And what about e-commerce? So we saw some figures, and we saw that it is quite widespread also in the beauty sector. Well, until a couple of years ago, it was quite no, it was not that widespread actually. Well, people talked about it and they were just silent. Well, when I joined Collister, I saw on the website a very nice report, well, relationship between the brand and the customers, and we try to work not just offline or online because our customers tell us, well, in the future, and we are not just talking about millennials, but also elderly people. So habits have changed, and they always say they want to keep buying offline and online based on the moment and on the period we are talking about. So we wanted to keep working in this way. When we think about our brand and our strategy, we want to do it both online and offline. This is something we do and we have been doing with our retailers. Everyone is very active. We wanted to start common activities to offer a new customer experience that is dynamic, interesting, etc. So I'd like to use a word. We learned. Learning. This was the most important word for 1,000 reasons. We were changing. We were changing our brand, but we also had a lot of women customers that also showed different trends. So flexibility, also in the short term, but also a lot of determination and courage in the long run, in the long term. You also have an e-commerce site, so I can also buy on collistar.it or .com, right? Yes, of course. And our website was also reshaped, was done again in September 2020. Well, and you had a star locator, so you had a search engine before. Now this has been done again. This is a point of reference, and then we will also talk about the conversion rates. So the site is used to gather and to collect information and some more detailed information, and then through the store you can also see where you can buy. And last question, this is traditionally Italian company. What about the goals? Well, in 3 years, for example, what would you like to say in 3 years? Something you have worked hard on, or what could be, what could this goal be? Well, I wouldn't talk about goals, but about hopes. We are seeing new choices that are made for the growing trends of the market. And I really hope there will be more room for Collister as a brand, a typical Italian brand. I hope in the future, this is not a goal, this is a hope. In 3 years, people could be take a look at Collister and they see that our business partners decided to support Collister because they understood that the value of our brand that was created by this brand, so this kind of confidence towards customers is also a value as such. So this confidence, this trust is also a way of respecting the relationship between the point of sale and our customers. Can you tell something more about the turnover of the company? So last year we came to a standstill, so we went through many difficulties. We are recovering this year. We are in line with our goals, but we won't get back to the turnover of 2019. So this year we are talking about 70 million, sorry. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing all this with us, and well done once again. Thank you.